Welcome back, guys, to the South African Clan tournament. This is a team-based 1v1, similar to the GSTL. Commentators are myself, Slick, and my good teammate, Banana Disc. We're going to be introducing the players shortly, as soon as we can get this game underway.
Alright, just getting all the spectators in. Everybody wants to have a look.
Alright, team captains are here, ref is here. Seems the guys are clued up.
So let's talk about the map. Zolnaga Caverns is kind of a StarCraft 2 staple. It's been around for a very, very long time. It was in one of the patches back in the beta, I believe.
Yeah, I'm actually a little bit disappointed to see that we sort of sticking to the standard maps and not the more team-orientated GSTL maps. You know, Terminus Re, Tal'Darim, you know, some of the new ladder maps that we've seen. You know, ICC Cup Test Bug, etc. I mean, it seems like a lot of the players are sticking to sort of what they know.
Yeah, GSL certainly is a bit ahead of the curve on the maps. When everyone else was kind of running the standard maps, GSL has just kind of been making their own. They've got that Korean map maker out there called LS Prime, and he's responsible for a lot of the excellent maps that we've been seeing in the GSL and stuff like that. Like the new map, Elshire Beach, it's gorgeous. And also Zolnaga Fortress, which is kind of a weird kind of 3-based version of Zolnaga Caverns, which is very interesting. So they've kind of got a lot of new interesting maps, but Zolnaga Caverns certainly a classic, should we say.
Very balanced map, I think, as well. Early game, a little bit tough for Zerg, unless it's obviously a ZV, because of your natural expansion is so exposed. You've got the 2 entrances at the front, plus the little alleyway. Oh, and we're starting. Countdown has started.
Yeah, to be fair, see, the Protosters struggle on Zolnaga Caverns as well, because they kind of forge, expand, build a little bit risky with such a... It's not really something they can choke off there. So
especially against the Terran all-in early on. It seems to be a very common tactic to be used on this map. Alright. Okay, guys, so this is...
Yeah, go ahead, Slick.
You can go ahead. You got a little bit of delay all the way from Korea. You the go-to, yeah?
Yeah, man, I'll do the Street Fighter voice. CryTT! Yeah, but anyway, on the bottom left, CryTT, he's definitely kind of, as far as I know, kind of the favorite in this matchup.
Yeah, I would definitely think so. He's, as far as I know, he's also in Masters.
Yeah, he's one of the Africa's players. So this should be a tough match for aoRFanatic, who's now sitting up here in the top right, in the blue. Both Terran, but luckily the colors are very different, so the battle should be too difficult to see.
Blue versus orange. Hello, Mom. We've got a very funny thing for aoRFanatic here. It seems like he is actually going to wall off. It's a little bit strange
for a TV. Well, we see a wall in a TV because Marines are ranged, and then they can, all their tier 1 units are ranged, so they can just sit at and pick away at your building.
Free pot or society business. But also, it could be to try and maybe hide his tech, pretty standard opening for both. CryTT is just maybe a second or 2 ahead in terms of build order.
I mean, with a few in the high ground, you want someone's tech, you're basically attacking them.
Yeah, definitely. So we do have an SCV moving out for both players. Fnatic has actually scouted CryTT already, had a good look around, running around his base.
Looks like a look for a proxy over here as well, just being safe.
Yeah, I'll probably just see if any early game shenanigans. Stosis. So I do see.
SCV. Oh, he lets it in. Very, very sloppy. He's going to see the single gas to get some information.
We do see a proxy barracks coming up for Fnatic. Ooh, we have a Reaper coming out for CryTT. Maybe some early game harass, maybe pick off a few SCVs. And then the SCV in Fnatic space is going to be picked off eventually.
We see some interesting build CryTT with the Reaper, and Fnatic down at the bottom of the screen is his own proxy barracks. After scouting for CryTT's product, decided to build his own.
Yeah, it's very interesting. He's got the whole supply depot at the ramp blocking entrance, and then he is now a couple of Marines. Barracks rally point is sent all the way to the proxy barracks rally point, funnily enough. And we have a second proxy barracks going up.
And he spots the Reaper. He's watching his mini-map. Oh, nice, he's it. So might follow him all the way there. This is very, very bad for him. It's going to pick no, the third Marine's running back.
The Reaper is going to put a damper in all the incoming reinforcements from the main base. However, CryTT has gotten for, 1 Rax FE. He's getting 2 more racks up. So he seems to be playing very standard. We have 2 Reapers
to fail at the moment. He's going to have to build Marines in his base to defend these Reapers. These 2 Racks are produced.
Oh, the Reapers have actually been let in.
Barracks up. He's got, it's 2 Marines versus 3 Marines at the moment. Oh, this proxy is not looking good. It's actually 3 barracks versus 2 barracks right now, so this proxy is taking way too long. We see one of the barracks isn't even producing a Marine.
Yeah, Fnatic's actually got almost 500 minutes.
He's starting to order his base down here. Maybe he's making an extra base down here.
Yeah, I do see. In terms of overall income, CryTT is actually quite far ahead. 25 over 13. And his expansion has already been morphing into an order command.
Yeah, this is looking pretty bad. Oh, he does ran into that. Yeah, it's not a million Marines versus about 3 Marines at the top. Oh, yeah.
And that's going to put in all those proxy shenanigans. That's, yeah, I reckon that's the end of this proxy Rax.
Yeah, that's the bit like we 100 but it's over in 3 minutes.
These Rexes are going to have to get off and fly away.
This is, well, it's going to take a while because it's a TBT, but we see Fnatic with 1,000 minimum in the back. No 1 SCV, 1 gas, that's a bit odd. He's not at the plug block, but that's only because he can't produce anything, so this is really bad. 1,000 minimum, no gas.
Fnatic is actually producing
I don't know what he's hoping to do here.
Yeah, this looks to be pretty one-sided at the moment. Actually, going for CryTT. It looks like we might see a tank marine push, timing push from CryTT, especially seeing that he knows that he is quite far ahead.
I think he's probably going to go for kind of an infantry tank push and then transition out of that into losing the game.
We have a single Marauder in Fnatic space. Both Raxes have flown back over to the main, and an Armory going up. This is quite interesting.
Raxes have arrived, so you can start chipping at that 1400 minimum. No expansion. I would say there's. What are we looking at? 42 SCVs, 43 SCs to 18, 25 Marines to 7.
Yeah, this is looking pretty one-sided at the moment.
Unfortunately, that cheat did really not work out, and as a result of that, this is CryTT has pulled way, way, way into the lead. He's just going to take his time. He's going to macro big army and just kind of push in for the win. The blue Terran is completely contained on 1 base. There's very little he can do at this point.
Yep. As Artosis says, when you're ahead, what do? You get more head.
Get more head.
We have a small marine skirmish going on here in the blue base, but it seems to be held pretty easily by Fnatic. However, Stim and Shield both finished.
not a bad trade for CryTT. He got his fair money's worth there. His stim has finished. We have stim just starting for Fnatic, and yeah, I mean he can afford to lose the units, quite frankly, and Fnatic can't. So we do see a Thor coming out. That's an extremely interesting choice.
I actually think
I don't really like that at all. I don't like a Thor against a very marine-heavy army.
Yeah, I think this is probably more desperate push than anything else. I think Fnatic realizes that he's so far behind that he has to push now and to do some sort of economical damage, some mid-game damage to get him back into the game so he can expand. But CryTT is so far ahead in terms of a harvester count, 54 over 23. And the third, quite a cheeky third going up. We have got 2 drops going up to base. So
very brutal.
that's actually 16 Marines, at each, and this is going to be brutal.
We should do significant damage to these medevacs. But we'll see the field medevacs making a huge difference in the couple of them. This could be game right.
I think this is going to be the end of our Terran player Fnatic.
Yeah, we are seeing Fnatic being rather unceremoniously beaten down by 8 Marines. And that's that.
And there we go. That's a GG.
So not the best game ever. To be fair, CryTT is quite a lot of a higher level than Fnatic. So unfortunately, in those situations, you've got to kind of try some kind of cheese, something kind of a little bit sneaky, because he knows in a straight macro game he's probably not going to win. And unfortunately, when you do go for the cheese, if it works, it looks fantastic.
If it doesn't work,
look like the big city on Earth. So
yeah, that was a bit unfortunate for Fnatic. I would have liked to see him move double SCVs down and maybe get the proxy racks, 2 proxy racks up at the same time instead of just having 1 SCV build one at a time. That would have definitely saved him a couple of seconds, and just to push out when CryTT had no Marines, because he did go for quite an early Reaper opening, and if Fnatic had pushed into CryTT space at the time where the 2 Reapers were at the top, he might have done quite a bit of damage with a few Marines he had there, but he was waiting for his reinforcements from his main base, and I think that where the plan went a little bit haywire.
Yeah, and unfortunately he had 2 barracks, the one in his base essentially doing nothing because it got completely shut off by those Reapers, so he had 2 Marines picked off for nothing. The 3rd Marine was forced to retreat, and then he had to be building Marines in his base to deal with the Reapers. He had to kind of spread out his army. So unfortunately for him, Reaper's kind of the perfect counter to that proxy cheese there. It really, really threw him off. It wasn't what he was expecting.
Yeah, definitely.
He got to build Marines in the proxies because he was macroing in his base, and it really, really threw him.
Yeah, if you look at the resources graph at the end of the game, I'm not sure if the spectators can see this, but that paints a pretty bad picture. CryTT's income is almost double that of Fnatic's.
Yeah. You guys can't see the kind of big orange spike soaring over the blue ocean.
The blue one, yeah. Well done for Fnatic. He tried at least. It's always good for a lower class player to at least try something.
I mean, he was a good sport. He knew it was outmatched, so he thought, you know what, I'm going to try something fun, something a little bit different, give the spectators a good show. So good on him.